Three elements of business strategic planning. For businesses, strategic planning is a concept, a mindset, and a process. It's looking down the road at what's just around the bend. And by the way, this is a summary of an article we published on our website. It was syndicated across the internet's largest article distribution agencies and was now converted to video to expand its exposure via YouTube and 16 other video sharing sites. And when everyone around the place is focused on what's coming, you will all recognize it in time to take advantage of it. As things appear on the horizon, each of you will be asking the question, what's important about that? From your various perspectives. You'll be able to articulate the important elements of foreseeable future possibilities so you can focus on those possibilities. The goal of business is, after all, to help each of us make our dreams come true. The role of strategic planning, then, is to keep us focused on the options we now see more clearly, so that we can make choices that benefit the company and all of the people involved. In this brief article, now magically converted to video, I'm going to describe the three key elements of a business strategic plan. I mean, it's been my experience that when these three elements are combined into a single, straightforward, do-it-yourself process, your company will be a lot closer to being able to achieve its goals. And believe me, this is not rocket science, and it will work for companies of as few people as one and as many people as you could have on board at your organization. The strategic planning workbooks, textbooks, and how-to books that discuss the importance of the strategic planning team, they imply that the company must be big enough to have leaders on several levels who can become part of that strategic planning team. Well, unfortunately, that eliminates about 75% of all of the companies in existence. If this includes you too, don't worry about it, because I'm about to show you how you can reach out to the best people possible, individuals with various perspectives whose input will help you create a balanced strategy, successful people who will help you develop and maintain a workable strategy over the long haul. And since they're doing it for free, you'll be able to afford them as an active part of your strategic planning team forever. I recommend that you connect with members of your industry's trade association, business owners whose results have been demonstrated over time and whose opinions you trust. Each of you should also be located outside of one another's traditional marketing areas. Your strategic planning team should include some folks with vast experience, others in the midst of their career, and some who are successors in successful businesses. Because those who have been around a while can see things coming that are invisible to those just starting out, and vice versa. The strategic planning process itself should be simple, with just 3 questions to focus on, so you would be able to keep them at the top of your mind. Now, naturally, there are multiple components of each of these 3 questions that will become second nature as the process of discussion moves along. What are you going to sell in the future, and how? Each of you will offer different ideas based on what's working for you now and what you've already considered for the future. Who are your target customers and why? Every successful business owner focuses on their traditional market. With different perspectives, you will be able to expand that traditional market. And your peers will introduce tactics that they're using to sell more products of one kind or another that you can use to sell to your existing core customers. How can you differentiate your company versus your competitors? This often means discontinuing lines that are no longer profitable or focusing on fewer products and services where you excel. And it could mean introducing new products and services recommended by your strategic planning team based on their experience and perspective. Okay, so once you and your team have these three questions at the forefront, the qualifiers become automatic. What's important? What's the situation now? What exactly do we want it to look like in the future, and what's possible for us to achieve at the intersection of our goals and our resources? With the continual input from your strategic planning peer group, you will be able to more easily target strategic opportunities that are all around you. Opportunities that would have continued to be invisible to you without their well-considered input. These actions will help you choose those capabilities important to your future and enhance your capabilities for making the most of them. As you and the other members of your strategic planning peer group put your plans on paper, you'll begin to develop an environment for continually reviewing and modifying these evolving mission statements. Continually articulating your goals for the future, as they are continually refined by your strategic planning peer group, will keep the important steps always in view. Taking action yourself or delegating it to the people inside your organization who have the power, authority, accountability, and responsibility for their completion is all that stands between where things are today and where you want them to be in the future. If you're seriously interested in your organization's future, you'll find that there's really no better way to create and manage your strategic planning process than a do-it-yourself virtual, over the phone, peer group.